wonderful to be alive and being here.
Well, I can always tell you that two heads are better than one. So.
Merry Christmas. I hope it's a great party. Everybody should have a great time tonight.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a good day.
I will look at the baby right now.
Oh, yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And it is cold outside tonight.
This is wonderful. Everything looks so nice, and the East Siders are here with our long trip, but we had fun coming over. So hope everyone enjoys themselves, and Merry Christmas.
It looks like it's going to be a great time here. A lot of nice people, real nice settings.
I lost my voice.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Glad to be here.
Steve, how are you? Merry Christmas. We got a good party tonight. Decorations are fantastic. Phyllis and Cheryl and Roxanne did a very good job. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
This is the yearly Christmas party. Everybody's here to celebrate. Hanukkah's over. I can deal with that. Wonderful. Have a great party, a great holiday.
Oh yeah, this is a before I get drunk with coffee and Pepsi and all the food and everything. You're having what, filet mignon tonight? And lobster and steak and Chateaubriand? We're not the Cadillac car club, right? We're Vintage Motors. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and looks like it's going to be a great night.
I'm always happy to do any event with Vintage Motors. Love the people, love the events. Always a great time.
Why do I have to be the spokesperson for this club every time you got that camera?
People. Well, after battling the parade in downtown South Lyons to get here, it looks like a wonderful time. Everybody's here, and I'm looking forward to it. We're talking tractor parts. Yeah, I can tell. You guys are bunch. I brought tractor parts to sell, but nobody wants to buy them except John.
I gave up, you know. I gave in.
All right, everybody, we just got a couple of quick announcements.
I have a financial statement here tonight. It'll be on the table. It's open to everybody to look at, to provide you guys with as much fun as we can with that money. And I think we've done very well for 2 years, don't you?
Yes.
We have a lot of new activities planned for next year, and we're going to have more fun than you had in the past 2 years.
I mean, everybody that's in the core group does a lot of the organization of all the events, and everybody gets involved. But I'll tell you right now, it is a blast working with a bunch of guys and gals that really get involved with doing the stuff like this. And
I'd just like to say this club wouldn't exist without all of you. You've been great members. Thank you.
let's see.
Food is great, first class.
Oh gosh, it was great. The ribs were excellent. The potatoes were great. Love the coleslaw. As a matter of fact, I might come back with some more coleslaw. Perfect.
Finger licking.
I haven't had any yet. I don't know. I can tell. Everything's fantastic. Very good.
Having a nice time tonight. It's good to have everybody here, and it's a nice send-off for the end of the year and the beginning of next year. We've got a lot of things set up for next year, and we're going to have another year of fun.
2 plates full I cleaned up.
No, this has really been a nice get-together, and I hope everybody has a nice holiday. Merry Christmas to everybody.
The food was great, though. Loved it. But ask Roger, he had more than I did.
Everything was great. We're really having a nice time.
Wonderful party. I enjoyed these. I missed the one last year, but we weren't about to give this one up, so we're back here. Happy holidays to everybody, and to you too, Steve.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. I hope everyone has a wonderful 2014.
Ed and Jim and Larry, give a quick presentation they've got.
Well, first of all, we're doing the Dick Monroe Annual Trophy, which Brian was the recipient of it last year and a great representative. We want to thank you. We're very proud of our choice. Now we're looking at the person for 2014. Everybody is familiar with him. I'd like him to come up here right now to get the presentation. Captain Video. Captain! Member of the Year. Awesome.
Speech.
I'm speechless. You know, you guys, I don't talk too much. No, I really appreciate this. I think it's a great club. I think we have a lot of fun, and we don't have any baggage and political stuff going on, which makes it more fun because we kind of focus on what we all love, and that's the cars and fixing them and fun and going places and doing things. And you know, this video stuff is a hobby. It started way back in, I think, like in the mid '90s when I bought a camera and I went to a family event and I was shooting, and everybody in the family said, "Oh, what are you doing?" You know. And then one of my cousins named me Captain Video.
And he's been singing in the rain ever since.
That's right. And it's stuck. So I really appreciate this, and I like to thank everybody, and I really enjoy being with you guys. Thank you.
Video Ranger.
Congratulations on your award.
Oh, thank you.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
A wonderful Christmas party. Merry Christmas to everybody, and a happy, healthy New Year.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Steve, on your award, and I hope everybody has a nice holiday. Hi, Deb.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to everybody! Merry Christmas to everybody!
And the next thing is Phil's got a story he wants to tell.
This is guy's name is Bob McCoppin, and he was president for years of the early V8 Club. And this is a little book he wrote called The More or Less Complete Works of the Grease Pit Poet. My great Aunt Jenny's will was cleared in 1933 and left my pa and Uncle Will a worthy legacy. My pa used his to save the farm, but not so Uncle Will. He said he thought a brand new car would really fill the bill. And so one day it came to pass that a young and dapper man smartly drove into our yard in a brand new Ford sedan. Of course, we gathered all around and stood with mouths agape as he described in glowing terms the newest Ford V8. Now I recall he seemed so young for all the things he knew, but friend, I guess we aged him some before this day was through. Well, Pa and me, we got him back, and boy, it was a thrill to see that salesman up in front beside my Uncle Will. And not until the clutch was in and the engine gave a roar did we recall that Uncle Will had never drove before. Then it seemed a waste of time to hurt my uncle's pride as we went ripping through the fence and out the other side. Then I guess he lost control with the screaming and the roar and that crazy salesman lying down and fighting from the floor. Somebody somehow turned the wheel and it was a bad mistake. For Uncle Will had found the horn, but he hadn't found the brake. And through the Widow Jenkins fence, just like a frightened mouse, we banged ourselves with awful force against her privy house. Of course, the house collapsed and fell and made an awful din, and also left a gaping hole that the Ford was sinking in. And I recall the salesman said as we were drifting down, of all the cars I could have bought, I'm glad this one is brown. I don't know how the word was passed or just who got there first, but I know we drew an awful crowd, all laughing fit to burst. The Reverend Jacob Boggs arrived and saw the wreckage there, and straightway knelt upon his knees and offered up a prayer. While Leonard Swat, the village drunk, came slowly up the road, swaying back from side to side and packing quite a load. And Prince, the widow's collie dog, excited by the sport, nipped old Lenny on the flank and he reached for some support. He got the preacher by the coat and was steadied for a bit and knocked the Reverend Jacob Boggs head first into the pit. But the Reverend was a pious man and forgave him on the spot. I know because he grabbed him then and baptized Leonard Swat. And finally all the husky men put shoulders to the load and the little Ford was lifted out and set upon the road. But Lord, that car was sure a mess, and I can tell you, friend, we was careful where we stood in relation to the wind. That salesman sure was glad to go and made the tires squeal with Sears and Roebuck catalogs still flopping from the wheel. My uncle said he didn't care. He was glad to see him go. He said the Ford was too darn fast, not safe to drive, you know. And when he finally bought a car, he got a two-door Chevy. And though he drove it many years, he never had a privy.
One last thing we want to do is I want to recognize Cheryl and Phyllis and Mike and Roxy because they're the ones that done all the decorations for tonight. All right, we got $25 gift cards. I've got a Home Depot, a Target, a Lowe's, and a Red Lobster.
All right, Susie. Art. Phyllis. Harvey.
Wrong game.
Andy.
8 of the dried flower arrangements that are along up here.
That's me.
2.
I'll take that one because you're handing it to me. Thank you.
All right. Judy.
Yeah, we're going to do it free delivery now. Say, you want delivery?
Those are cool.
So, who came in right ahead of you?
They deliver.
They deliver. Roxy delivers.
Last 3 digits, 5.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it.
And Miss Mike is delivering.